And we are live. Welcome,
Everybody.
welcome, welcome. Nice to have you all here. Hello, Dina.
Hey, Father Fish.
Nice to have you here and tuned in and ready to go. We're gonna have a lot of fun this evening. Uh, I
Sounds like a good
promised,
plan.
I promised Jenny I would do something, and I need to at some point kind of break away and do it. She wants to show off some of the T-shirts that she has been putting together, and I'll tell you, they really are spectacular.
I can't wait to see them. That's going to be awesome.
Let's see, we shut the volume off there.
They shut the volume off mine too.
Yeah, I almost lost you for a minute there. Ah, let's see. Let me try. Let me try. So I don't know best way to do this. FFA. I need to get to the store. I think. You know what the problem is? I don't have the link up here. Oh, there it is. Florida Fish Aquatic Plants T-shirts. Father Fish T-shirts. Okay. All right, we got that now. So what do? We do this, and we do share screen, and we do Father Fish Aquarium, and we do share. And look at that.
Oh, awesome.
Look at that. And I could even scroll it. And I can even select like that.
That is cool.
And I can even change the color. Do. Is that cool or what?
That is cool.
Where's another color? There. Orange, red, sapphire, and green.
I love how she made it where it comes in different colors. I love that.
Yeah, and they're small, medium, large, extra large, and double X.
Awesome.
So lots of good sizes. And just a huge variety. See, these are all front. Here, this is my favorite.
That's a good one.
Red, royal, and black.
Those are nice. She did all those designs herself because that's amazing.
Yes, she did. She absolutely did. Now, how do I get? Let's see. Do we do?
Oh, that one's good too.
That's a fish tank. Now
That is
let's see.
beautiful.
T-shirts and more. Oh, here's her Mother's Day stuff. Check
Oh,
this.
that's cool. Oh, I love that.
And she's got another one.
I love that she made a Mother's Day line of clothing. That is just, I love it.
Oh, here's a cool one. Look at this.
Oh, that one's pretty.
Those are bettas in there. I don't know if you can see them.
That is so cool.
See, I'm going to make it bigger. Yeah. Can't do much with it.
Oh, Chloe's got a question for you, Father Fish.
Okay.
Will you be offering any canvas bags for sale on your site
Any
with your
bags?
logos? Mm-hmm.
Well, we need Jenny to get on that. This is her business.
Absolutely.
It says, oh, this is cool. So you better believe you're the best. Happy
I
Mother's
love
Day.
that. That is so sweet. She does such a good job on these.
Yeah, they're nice, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's just a huge variety. I mean, There's one that's my absolute favorite. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, I don't know how to. Now I'm jammed up. I don't know how to get out of where I am.
Oh no.
I have to go back and go into the store. Let's see. Fish t-shirts, fish lovers. This fish lovers is nice. This is one of my favorites. Look, check this out. This is so cool. See if we can get it. Oh, wait a minute. Is it gone? Yeah, it's gone. All right.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't that neat?
That is.
And these angels are so pretty.
They are. I made a beautiful t-shirt.
Is that cool or what?
It is. That is very cool.
So nice.
I love how she made it where it looks like they're swimming across the shirt. That is just beautiful.
Right. Yeah. Let's see if I can get back to where I want to be. There we go. We can do a little more of that later. That'll make Jenny happy. So you get to those in the store. It's a Father Fish Aquarium. Just need to post the link, and I think let me get the link. I got it right here.
Oh, you've got it. Okie dokie.
Copy do. So there's the link. Father Fish for president. President, I would have
Hey, you get my vote.
Aquariums, animals, and me. Are you related to Father Fish than Tina? That's funny. No,
That's sweet.
yeah, she's my daughter. My daughter from another mother
There you go.
and another father, actually. My daughter from another father. There you go.
Hey, that'll work.
Right. Silver Creek is here. Hey. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm sure she can print it on the bag. Jenny, you got some interest in printing on bags. I'm sure the company she's worked for, I'm sure does bags. So
Yeah, I can't wait to see the bags. That's going to be awesome.
that'll
And
be
hoodies
fun.
will be awesome too.
Canvas bags, yeah. Mason Wood said I'm at work, but my tanks are thriving. I just need you guys to see them. Well, we need to see them, Mason. You need to go home and show them off, unless you got them in your pocket. Helen Johnson. Helen Johnson. Hello. Zebra Pleco fans. Mike. Mason Wood. Aquarium Animals and me. Helen Johnson. We said Helen Johnson. Who else is here? Jenny is here. Jenny says, I will do that. So she will have bags.
Awesome.
D Sweet. Let's get D a wrench. Woo. Who in the world is calling? Oh dear. Mike. Hey, Mike.
Hey Lou, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Listen, in the morning, um, would it be all right if I came in around
Oh, sure, not a problem.
Okay. Yeah. I forgot I'm supposed to have to do something for Miss Elaine, and I'm doing it outside. And it's by the time I get off from you, it's going to be raining. So
Right.
if I
Okay.
do it first, then I can go to work in the warehouse.
There you
So
go.
that's what I'll do.
Perfect. See you then.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
One of my employees coming in later in the day.
Oh,
Mason said, if you want my number, I can give it to you and we can show our tanks. You can do that on Discord. You can share pictures and videos and even live audio video with each other on Discord. It's really pretty wonderful. Evan Lane, my yard is a fish tank. We got
love
flood.
it.
The best segment on FishTube, Mike says. Well, we have a lot of fun, don't we? Colin McKenzie, new to the community. I have a 55-gallon in my office at work. I've learned so much from a father fish, re-entering the hobby and appreciate the guidance. Now, let's see. What do we have here? Add to stage. What is this? This is the. Oh, okay. I'll leave that up. Now we have a link. Let's see. Let me post the link again. Um, tonight is show and tell, so it's a chance for you to come up and share your natural aquarium with us. Click on this link right here, and it'll bring you into StreamYard, and you'll be able to come into the vestibule, and we'll bring you right up to look at your tanks. All righty. Evan Lane. What's Evan saying? Words are washed out. Wow, that's a mess.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jungle Nook is saying, hello, Father Fish. Was wondering why it's recommended to remove the larger organic matter from the soil before adding it to the tank. Would this not just take longer to break down? I'm glad you said that, Jungle Nook, because I have never once recommended that. And there are a whole bunch of people who sift out their soil and sift out their peat moss or whatever to get all the twigs and sticks out of it. I never do that. I always leave it in.
Yeah, I've never done it either. I just left it in.
But I've seen people do that and I've never really picked up on it because it's kind of a personal preference, really. Um, there's nothing wrong with doing that. If for me, it would be being persnickety because I like the natural. I call it the natural look. It's really the trashed look. That's what nature does. Nature trashes. Okay, just indiscriminately puts it out there wherever, however, whenever, whatever. And there it is.
You just helped me with setting up my aquascape because I've been stressing over it because I haven't even got the stand up yet, but I've already been thinking about the aquascape and maybe I shouldn't overthink it.
Well, Amano is the absolute master of spending hours and days and sometimes weeks trying to figure out precisely where to put the hardscape. And he would move them. He would be dealing in 50-pound, 100-pound pieces in tanks that were
Wow.
big enough. He had to have people in the tanks to set them up. And he would have them moving these rocks by the quarter inch or to the other side of the tank. Day after day after day, he would do this. And he became renowned for his utterly magnificent hardscape. And then a funny thing happened. He got in a rush doing something and he threw a bunch of rocks into a tank and moved on. Came back and was stunned at how natural it looked. So, and then he died,
Oh.
which is very sad.
Yeah.
Because he would have been, he would have opened the door for me.
Absolutely.
He was a master. He was amazing. He was actually a professional photographer
Oh, wow.
who for years um, who became interested in aquatic photography and began developing. He did it in nature, in the wild, and then he would develop and design fish tanks for their photographic potential. And he did that, and in the process, printed a utterly magnificent book. I don't have it here; it's at the shop. Um, it's like $100 coffee table photograph book, just beautiful. I had one when it first came out. I spent the money to get one, and I loaned it to a woman who wanted to do a natural tank, and that was the last I saw of her and the book.
Oh, no.
20 years later, well, not that long, 15 years later, somebody called me up here in Maryland. That was in Florida. They said, I'm getting rid of all of my old books. I used to keep fish. Do you want them? Sure. So I met him in a parking lot and he loaded up about 4 boxes of fish books, of which that book was one.
Oh, no, that's amazing that you got it back.
I got it back. So I
That's awesome.
loaned out. I used to loan out stuff a lot. And usually I never got it back. It like became a gift, I think. They didn't take it as a loan, they took it as a gift. I never intended it as a gift. I made a net once, best net I ever made in my whole life. It was 6 feet wide,
Wow.
2 feet tall, with a double arm on it and a bar at the top. And you could push this thing through the grass with your belly, no strain on the back or shoulders at all.
That's
And it
awesome.
covered 6 feet of width. I mean, it was
Yeah.
amazing. I would push that through grass flats and come up with 20, 30 pygmy seahorses.
Oh, wow.
So I loaned it out. I loaned it out twice. The first time I went and rescued it. The second time it just disappeared. And the person I loaned it to with it.
Mm.
But I want to make another one. I'm going to make another one.
Yeah, you need to.
It's not that hard to do. It's all PVC. It's just
Oh, really?
2 foot pieces of PVC with a bunch of T's, and you string them all together. 2 and then a bar, 2 and a bar, 2 and a bar on each end. And then you put elbows on the top and come across and tie into T's at each bar.
Yeah.
So it's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. Like, no, it can't be. It's 3 sections. I can't. That isn't right. It's got to be 4 sections. I don't know. Anyway, no, it's 3 sections. Right. Each section is 2 foot wide, 2 foot wide, 2 foot wide, and then the arms are 2 feet apart, and they come up in a U shape with a brace in the middle. And you put a hook on the end of it. So when you're checking it, you lift it up and put the arm, the cross arm of the arm down on the bottom and stand on it, and then hook a hook to the net so it's hanging right there in front of you, and go in with two hands and pull stuff. It
Okay,
is,
that's ingenious.
and it
You've got when you go to
bounces.
make it, you've got to make a YouTube video showing how you make it because that would go viral.
It
That's awesome.
bounces right along the bottom. It's the easiest thing in the world. Absolutely no stress to push it. It's really kind of amazing.
That
Somebody
is.
is here. Who's this? Chris Goncabs. Chris Goncabs. Did I say that right?
Pretty close.
Say your name for me.
It's pronounced Gonzalez.
Oh, Gonzalez. Okay. Gonzalez.
Yep.
Nice to meet you, Chris.
Yes, I was on this show a couple months ago. I had one tank,
Oh,
and,
okay.
and since then we've got 5 tanks
Oh,
going.
my.
Shut straight.
You got bit by the bug, didn't you?
Well, I already had 5 tanks going. I think we have a total of 11 now.
Oh, my. Wow.
Plus, I just started a sanded pond outside with goldfish.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah.
Where do you live? What?
I'm in Bradenton, Florida.
Oh, my goodness. My old stomping grounds.
Yeah, very close.
Right. I was in Sarasota for years and then moved to Venice for
I
more years.
also met with Andreas.
Oh, yeah.
After he was on your show, I picked up some guppies and some blue rams from him.
Yeah, he's shipping me fish tomorrow. I think he putting a shipment in the air tomorrow for me.
Great. So let me show you what I got.
Absolutely. Can you turn your camera sideways? Let's see if we can get. Yes, perfect.
So this is set up back in September last year.
Nice, loaded with fish.
Yep.
Gorgeous.
Tetras, and almost all of the plants I got from you.
What size tank is that?
This is a 55.
Wow, that's really impressive. Very nice.
And then down below it, I have a 20 long.
Okay.
And this one here has got some albino koi guppies and some swordtails.
Oh, pretty. Pretty.
And there's some fry in there.
Lots of plants.
Yep. Yep. There's a little
Nice.
pleco.
Absolutely
There's a
beautiful.
tiger lotus.
Yep, the tiger lotus is
I
going.
love those leaves when they first start growing. If you keep the stems trimmed, they'll keep those leaves much longer.
I trimmed it already once on your suggestion. I saw the stem going for the surface.
Yeah.
So
You can't get away with it forever, but it's nice while you can.
This is the 29.
Okay.
And I got some blue rams in here.
No, have they spawned yet?
They've laid eggs twice, but for whatever reason, I don't know if the cories or the plecos ate them, or if they hatched
Probably.
Yeah,
you might set them up. If you got a pair, set them up in a 10, but not by themselves.
Okay.
And you'll wind up with lots of babies.
All right. Well,
I've got a video on breeding those rams. There are a couple of.
I've seen that. That was the whole reason why I bought those.
Unless you can get the other stuff out of there.
So then I had a 90-gallon gravel tank, and it was horrible. It had red and black gravel, plastic plants, a plastic ship, and I was going to just cap the gravel with sand, but I did take it completely down, and I capped the gravel with dirt, and then I capped it with sand.
Oh, cool.
And this is what I got now.
Nice.
And this has been up for about 3 weeks now.
You got some really nice fish in there.
Yeah, and when these fish were most of the same fish that were in here for several years with the red and black gravel. So they just kind of went to a temporary holding tank for a couple hours till I got the whole thing converted over. But the red and black gravel is underneath the dirt and the sand. I don't know if you
Oh,
can see.
yeah. Won't hurt a thing.
Yep.
It's
Well,
perfect.
I figured it was easier to leave it there than to try to get rid of it.
Well, and it's got a lot of nutrient value in it, too.
Right.
So, yeah. Nice. That's a 40? What is that?
That's a 90.
Oh, that's a 90.
Wow.
Well, that's a really big tank.
Yeah.
Huh.
And it's one of my smaller. I have an African cichlid tank here with which is 7 feet long.
Look at those guys. They're big fish, aren't they?
They're pretty good size. They're 3 inches, maybe some are 4. They're a little freaked out.
Boy, that's a really busy tank, isn't it?
It is.
The reason they're that active is because of that water flow. They really like that water flow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unusual to see them acting with that kind of that kind of vigor, that kind of dashing.
Yeah. Well, they think it's dinner time, and I'm also standing pretty close. I always
Well,
tell
it's a
everybody.
very big tank. They can get away with it. Yeah.
So my next tank I'm going to convert, and I think I'm just going to cap this one with sand. And I have to get a couple fish out of here because there's some in here you don't like. But this tank is
Silver dollars.
I
Yeah,
got
there they are.
silver dollars. But those are plastic
Oh
plants.
my word! Look at this. You got some couple of big loaches there, don't you? One in here.
That clown loach is 17 years old.
Wow. How big is he?
I would say, I mean, here's my hand, 8 inches across, maybe 10.
Yeah. The biggest I've ever seen was about 12 inches.
Yeah,
And
then
they were
smaller-
breeders. They
Smaller
were all
males in
smaller.
there, and then there's one more female.
Huh. They're big enough to breed.
Probably. They got some severums in here, but if I got rid
Got a
of
discus right there too. Was that a discus or a severum?
that's a severum.
That's a severum. Okay. And a parrot. Oh yeah, there he is. A green severum. Couple of parrot. So that's one parrot with a reflection. And a Juraperi.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then there's a bunch of Congo tetras in there. They were in the 90, but during the transformation, I brought them over here because I had a couple big ones, so I put them all together.
That's such a pretty fish.
They
Yeah,
are.
it is.
And then I got a couple big pink tails. But
So
anyway,
what are you going to try to do in there?
so
I think we lost him.
Oh no.
We
He has
did.
some beautiful setups.
That's really nice. Let's see. Dylan, are you here? Dylan Tanner has his mic turned off and his camera turned off, but he's backstage. Dylan, if you can hear us, get your mic on. Get your mic on and your camera on, and we'll bring you up. Happy to do it. Okay. Well, Chris is back.
sorry, hit a wrong button there.
Okay. All right. I think you did it again.
It's easy to do.
That's funny. He did. He
Yeah,
did.
it is.
Going again. Here he goes. That's funny. Dylan. Dylan, wake up. Wake up. Dylan's asleep back there, I think.
Oh, my
Okay.
niece is actually in the live chat. Hey,
Oh, how
Stace.
nice. Let's see. Chris is back. We're going to try it one more time.
Gonna try not to touch the screen this time.
Right.
Anyway, I just wanted to let you know how it's going. If you want to take a quick walk, I can show you the pond before it gets dark. We're just about at dusk here in Florida.
Sure. Where? Oh yeah, you're in
You guys
Braden.
get to somebody else.
Yeah, it's getting dark here.
My son is set up a 10-gallon in his bedroom, and it's probably one of the nicer ones. But anyway, this is the pond.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, how pretty! Wow.
And most of these plants are some of the cuttings from the other tanks.
Okay.
And then I did get some of these floating plants from a local pond.
Right.
And this was something that a local pet store was getting rid of. I wasn't really in the market, but I thought, what a great idea. And I threw in 2 big bags of pool sand on top of the gravel they had.
Very cool.
And
Yeah, it is.
yeah, so far, so good.
Wonderful.
Anyway, I'll let you
Thank
get to
you,
somebody
Chris.
else.
Appreciate
And
it. You bet.
I'll check back in a few weeks.
Okay. Thank you so much. Bye for
Thank you.
now. Dylan. Hi there.
Oh, sorry, I was having some troubles with my phone.
Well, nice to see you. You made it. Good deal. Can you turn your phone sideways? Let's see if it'll. Yes, perfect. We're full screen now.
Alrighty. Yeah, so I was started watching your videos, and I like reconstructed my tank. I put some soil down the bottom with like a 2-inch cap of sand, and planted some plants in there. And it's only been about 5 days, but I'm starting to notice some white, like fungus algae coming up from the sand. I didn't know if you knew anything about that.
It's probably fungus, which is like mushrooms. It's very edible. Do you have fish in there?
Yeah, I've got 2 zebra danios, and honestly, I forget what these other 2 are.
Can
'Cause
we
I've had
see it?
them for-
Turn your camera around. Let's see.
I've got a couple ghost shrimp in there. Let's see.
Yeah, let me see the white stuff.
I don't know. It's hard to tell because I can't. Let me see if I can turn my.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
All right.
It's perfect.
I got my little cup of mud there and
Oh, good.
leaves from the
That's
pond I found.
Turn them loose. Yeah, that's very nice. Just add more plants. Looking good.
I've been working on it over the weekend, and
It looks great.
so that white fungus stuff shouldn't be anything to worry about.
It is nothing to worry about at all. It's perfectly normal.
Awesome.
In fact, it's healthy.
Glad to hear that.
Where are you located?
I live in Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Yep.
Where
Where are
in
you
Mass?
out of?
Where are you in Mass?
Western Mass in Hampshire County.
Oh, okay. I lived in Massachusetts for about 7 years altogether. I was in Boston and Northfield.
Oh yeah. Northfield?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Where do you live now?
You're breaking up.
Where do you live now?
I'm in Maryland now. I was in Florida for about 30 years. This was back in the 60s when I was up there.
Oh yeah.
Long time ago.
Huh.
Northfield probably hadn't changed much in 60 years.
Out here, Northfield, out here in Western Mass.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I don't think it's changed a whole lot.
probably. Well, the schools merged. That was about the biggest difference, probably.
Yeah.
Northfield, Mount Herman.
Yep.
So, yeah, like your tank. It's going to be just fine.
Perfect. I'm glad to hear that. I was worried when I saw that stuff pop up.
Not at all. Not to worry at all. Try to get more plants. The more plants you can put in, the better. If you can swing it, I've got a special deal on stem plants. I can send you a package of enough that'll really fill the tank out.
It's only 30-gallon tank. How many plants do you think I can put in there?
100.
Wow.
It depends on the plant, but
Yeah.
the package of plants, that's 15 different species of stem plant, and each bunch is 3 or 4 plants. So it would be perfect for that size tank.
How do I?
Take a look on the store. Do you know how to get to our store?
I don't. I've only just been recently started to watch your YouTube videos.
Oh, okay. Go to fatherfish.fish. It's a website. Fatherfish.fish. The links for everything are there.
And I've just put
Right
it in
at
the
the
live chat too.
pardon?
I just put a link for him in the live chat too.
Oh, okay. The link is yeah. Um, right at the top is a link for our Discord server and our store. So you can go to the store, pick out what you want, and then get in the Discord, and you'll be able to talk to people about your tank and show them pictures. And if you have problems, ask questions. It's a really wonderful resource.
Awesome. That's great. Thank you.
Well, thanks so much for coming up, Dylan. Nice to meet you, and we
Appreciate it.
look forward to seeing more of your tank.
Yeah, definitely. I love watching your videos. I look forward to seeing them.
Okay, thank you. Take care now.
Thank you. You as well.
Bye for now.
Bye.
All righty. Here we are. Let's see. We're doing. Can we do this? Yes. Look at that. Look at that.
There you
Now.
go.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh wow! I didn't even see that. She got little ones on the sleeve
That
and
is
on the back.
awesome.
Holy cow! And on the back as well. That's really something.
Yeah,
Wow.
that is a nice shirt.
Impressive. Let's see what else we got here. That's very cool.
Yeah, it
This is.
is.
Did you see this one? Look at this.
Oh, that is pretty. I love that
A
the
better
little
shirt.
bears. They are so cute.
Isn't that amazing? These
Yeah,
are
it is.
wonderful. They're just gorgeous. Just amazing.
It just amazes me how she does these designs. It's
I
like
know.
it
I
looks
know.
it looks 100% professional. She needs to be a clothing designer because this
Really.
is just wild.
They're just gorgeous. And I'm sure it's front and back. This one doesn't show the back, but I'm willing to bet it's front and back. That is absolutely stunning.
Yes, it is.
Just really amazing. Let's see what else we got here. That one we saw. That one. What is this one? Oh, just black angels. Okay.
That's pretty cool though, Angel Life.
Angel life, right. Whoops, I keep hitting the wrong button there. Let's see. We did the Mother's Day t-shirts and more. Let's do Father Fish. She has a pleco. Look at the pleco.
That is so cool.
Zebra.
Those are some beautiful plecos too.
And what's this one?
Oh, that's cool. Dig this. Love it.
Too cool. Too cool.
Yeah, it is.
What else? We saw that one. I think there are more. Maybe not. Let's see. Fish lovers, we saw that. Father Fish extras. Oh, here we go.
Oh, no, that's cool. I didn't know you had cell phone cases.
Cell phone cases, mugs.
Yeah.
Even got a card. I think he got a card. I don't know. I don't know why that's there. That's funny. I think you can probably get your own business. I don't know why that's odd. Why is that there? That's
I
pathetic.
don't know. I've never seen it before on there. There's a
All
lot of
right,
new stuff though.
we got somebody new. Who's this? Alex Nelson. Alex, we need your camera on. Are you there? Can you turn your camera on, Alex?
I'm trying.
You're trying.
Don't worry, you'll get it.
Ah. Can I call you back really quick?
You bet. Absolutely.
Yeah, when you first get started with yard stream, it can be a learning curve, but once you get used to it, it'll be fine.
Yeah, it's true. Absolutely. Whew. What's going on? Oh, the video. The video.
That was a good video.
The toilet video.
Yes.
There were a couple of people who were almost irate about it. I think their real concern was they considered it undignified of me, which I am humbled by. I deeply appreciate the sentiment. But here's the thing. What I wanted to say was so assaultive and so, if you know the word acerbic, it means almost bitter. It's like hostile. Was such an attack that I asked my editor to soften it with humor.
Hmm.
And he did so brilliantly.
It was hilarious.
Well, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great fun. I appreciate the sentiment that it's not the sort of thing that Father Fish is recognized for, and I dare say I won't be doing quite that again. But I'm glad I did it, and I'm glad I did it when and where I did it. Some interesting things are happening. I inadvertently put it live at midnight. Was supposed to be noon. It was midnight. So that was kind of a waste. But it is now outperforming the norm
That's
and
awesome.
is growing in performance. The views are higher than average. The average length of view is higher than average. We got a couple of people here, Jake and Katie and Alex Nelson. Alex was the one that was up earlier. Let's get him back. There, Alex, we got you.
Yay.
Good job. You made
So
it.
I have a question about you see the molly back there? Kind
Uh,
of right there. The gold dust molly.
Turn your camera sideways. Okay, show it to me again.
See the molly right there?
Yes,
Sorry if it's a little cloudy. I just put sand in.
it's okay. Keep the
Uh,
camera on the fish.
so she's just been doing all the pregnant stuff, and she hasn't been basically having any babies.
Okay, they can take forever. They can take 3 to 6 months. She is
Wow.
obviously pregnant.
It's
You just have to wait it out. It'll happen, and it'll probably surprise you. Keep an eye on her vent. You know where the vent is? That's where the babies would come out. That when she's ready, that will drop down and be like a notch. It won't be smooth anymore. It'll be like a bump. When you see that, she'll have them within a day.
Okay.
But she looks perfectly healthy.
Do you know why the male keeps nipping at her?
Well, he wants to breed with her because he's a twit. He just, he's not really nipping. He's just trying to. I saw the behavior. He's just trying to breed with her. He's not hurting her. She's not in any trouble at all. She's perfectly calm, perfect. She's in perfect condition. She looks beautiful. Um, nothing amiss there at all. Don't worry about it. If you have another tank, you can separate her so that she'll be in by herself. The benefit of doing that is that the babies will survive. Otherwise, they might get eaten up.
Okay. Since I just added sand for the kind of contain the nutrients like you told me
It
a
looks
week ago.
perfect. Yeah.
Um, do you need to put like since I know you said that this was kind of the gross substrate.
Yeah. What you want to do is develop a food web. So you want to get out of doors. Where do you live? What part of the country?
Uh, Midwest.
Okay. Get out to a creek or a stream and try to gather a little bit of mulch from a creek that's decaying. It'll have a lot of animals in it. Create a resurrection jar with that. Put it in a jar, fill it with water, and bring it back and watch it. And you can begin putting some of that in your tank and then feed that with some dry leaves. Just collect some dry leaves from outdoors. And what that
Um,
will do is that will build up a food web. It'll also provide more nutrients into the substrate. So it's going to add a whole other layer, a whole other level of life in the tank. That'll be it'll provide a lot of natural food for the fish that you have in there. So it'll be a very good thing to do.
um, uh, will if you kind of put the stuff in the bottom like you just said, will it make the water cloudier?
No, no, it won't. It will not at all. It'll do rather the reverse. It'll help keep it from getting cloudy because you'll have
Okay.
more living organisms in there. Very
Um,
nice. I like it. I like it a whole lot.
is this okay for if I kind of put the mulch in there? Because this is just a quarantine tank that I put the fish in from here to there.
Yeah, put it. Yeah, absolutely. That'd be a good thing to do. And then be adding leaves to it. Then you can begin, as you see what's happening, you can kind of pour some into your tank. That's a perfect thing to do.
Okay.
Okay.
Um, that's all.
Keep coming back and show us what you're doing. It's looking good. I like your tank very much.
Thank you.
Take care, Alex.
Bye.
Bye bye for now. All
He's
right.
doing an awesome
Jake,
job.
yes, that's very nice. Jake and Katie.
Hi, Lou.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Can you hear me all right?
Yes,
Yeah.
got you
Alex,
right there.
that kid's tanks, he is adorable. Alex is adorable,
Yes, yes,
isn't he?
yes,
Man,
absolutely.
I love watching that stuff.
I know, I know. Yeah, yeah.
So
He's
I,
gonna have a lot of fun. He's moving right along. It's gonna be good. And
yeah,
his idea to do the resurrection in that empty tank, that's perfect.
yeah. It's just fun to see young people being that involved
Yeah,
and that enthused
enthusiastic,
by it.
right? What do you got here? You got a fish
Oh,
room, looks like.
it's so warm in here. It's 78, but man, we're in Wisconsin and we keep it warm in this room.
Right.
I'm sweating.
Right.
I just wanted to give you an update on our 75-gallon planted that
Oh, good. Okay.
this is the one that we did just, we set up, influenced by you, probably back in
Yeah.
November, was it? October or November, and
Nice.
is doing really well.
It's gorgeous. Really nice swords. Look at those swords.
Look at this sword.
Pretty
It is
angels too.
huge.
That's a
This
monster,
plant
isn't it?
is
Yeah.
massive.
That
I
is an
think those
amazing.
leaves are about 4 inches across at the
Yeah,
widest part.
they do get big. They really do.
Yeah,
Very nice.
it's just very heavily planted. It's pretty.
Is that
There's a lot of tannins
Braziliensis?
going on.
Is that Braziliensis or is that a German ram? It's a German ram.
A German ram that we have
Yeah,
in here. There's two of them.
right.
Some Danios,
Zebras, Daniels.
some Corridoras.
Nice.
There's a Corey right there.
Oh, salt and pepper.
There's our Garamis. We have a couple of them in there, of course.
Right. The angels got
Grass
them under
catfish.
control, I'd say. That's good.
Yeah. Well, we used to have 4 in there. We had to take 2 of them out and put them down here.
Okay.
They're raising up some babies right now.
Oh, how nice.
That's just kind of a little.
Oh, very
tank.
cool.
They're taking care of a bunch of babies right now. So.
Wow. Neat.
But
Are they blue
this-
Grammies?
These Garamis that we have are just gold Garamis, honey
Gold.
Garamis.
Okay.
Golden.
Right.
We had
Nice.
2 powder blue ones, and they didn't survive.
They're very difficult.
Yeah.
It's a genetic problem.
Unfortunately, they were my favorite.
Yeah.
You think
They
so?
they
Is it
have a
genetic?
disease that it's a combination of factors with them. They have a unique disease that is endemic to the farms where they're raised in the Far
Oh,
East, and they've never
okay.
defeated it.
Katie did mention something about a Gurami disease, and I didn't know what she meant.
Yeah, that's
I
what
didn't
it
know what
is.
she meant by it.
Right.
But she got some coolie loach. There's a lot of fish in here. It's just so planted, it's hard to see them all. But we could add
I
some
think
more.
that's one of the nice things about a heavily planted tank. You can't see all the fish all at once.
Mm-hmm. They certainly come out when it's feeding time, though.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
Yeah, I don't feed them that often anymore. We used to feed them every day, and I've been kind of backing off because I think they're getting spoiled. There's lots of other stuff for them to eat.
Well, there is. You've got a lot of mulch in there, which
Mhm.
means there are a lot of microscopic life in there that those smaller fish can eat.
We recently tried an experiment. I got some quartz crystal, some quartz.
Okay.
I'm sorry about the shakiness, but there's a piece here
Yeah.
and here. Because I was wondering about certain minerals and their ability to kind of thwart certain algae that you may not want. Even though I don't mind algae, but
I don't know. That's interesting. I'd
have you
never
ever heard
really
of anything like
considered
that?
it. It's probably there. There is something to that. I don't know. I don't know what would be effective, but
Yeah,
it's an
it was
interesting idea.
just something to mess around with.
Yeah, exactly. There's a loach. Is that a coolie?
Yeah. Yep, there's our big pleco inside here.
Yeah.
He's probably going to have to come out eventually, I'm
He
sure.
will eventually. He'll turn.
He's
I've
getting big.
seen them 3 foot long.
We have one that's over a foot long in our pond
Oy,
over here.
right.
We got him from a rescue. Somebody bought a tank locally from another person, and they thought they drained it out. So there was no water, just gravel. And they got it home, there was this big old pleco inside
Oh my
there.
word!
And so they
Oh
held on to it in this little styrofoam container for a while and posted it on Facebook.
yeah. Well, they
And
breathe air, so you can kind of get away with that
yeah,
for a
well,
while,
Katie and her big heart, she said, "Yeah,
right?
we'll take
Uh,
it." And he's in here
nice,
somewhere.
pretty goldfish. I love those
Yeah,
tubs. I used to have a whole bunch of those tubs in my shop. I had all kind of fish in them. It was pretty nice.
yeah, we're in the middle of rearranging, redoing some of this. You've probably seen that in our other videos. We've talked about it a lot, but
Right, great fish
you
room.
know,
I like the fish room.
this one's
Very
like
cool.
surprising because it's just sand, and it got pretty bad with hair algae for a while, and then that kind of balanced itself out.
Right.
It's too bad that I've got to move and dismantle this tank because it's in the
Uh,
way, and it's too bad because it's really turned itself into a really balanced one.
yeah, yeah, it looks pretty good.
But we wanted to show you that and say hi
Well, thank
and
you.
share, hang out with you
Yeah,
tonight a little bit.
very nice.
Yeah, this one's definitely going to get substrate, so don't worry.
Good.
That's in
Needs
the
it.
plans.
All
I know.
right.
I didn't want to throw it in there until I thought we were going to move it, but now we're definitely going to keep it where it's at.
It's a
So
good location. Yeah.
yeah,
Anytime you
we
get
got
a tank in front of a window.
we got a couple of new plants the other day, if you haven't heard. But look at this one.
Parrot feather.
They're, they're growing
Nice.
right out of the water
Yeah,
after
that's
being
what
in
it'll
here a
do.
couple days.
Yeah,
We just
that's parrot
floated them
feather.
in here for now to keep them healthy.
Right.
But Katie and I we were looking at this, and that is so beautiful.
Nice.
Sure glad we got those plants.
Oh, well, thank you, Jake. Happy to
Thank
see
you,
you.
Lou. Happy to see you
Awesome
too.
fish room.
Thank you. Bye for
Thank you.
now.
Bye bye.
Say hi to Katie.
I will. Hey, say hi to Katie
Where
now.
is she? There she
Right there.
is. Hi, dear. How are you?
We're watching you. We're hanging out.
Nice, nice. All right, guys. Appreciate you.
Bye,
Bye,
Lou.
bye, bye. Bye for now. Very nice.
Yeah, it was. I love their fish room.
They did a video yesterday, the day before. I sent them a plant pack, and they was fun. They were very excited.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really nice. What's going on in the chat?
Let's see. Actually, Snoop Dogg says I'm worried about pumps and temperatures, and also if there are some currents or something that's needed for them to thrive, and how many should I keep to a minimum? So many questions.
And then he says pH levels, cleaning, filtering seems like a nightmare. Snoop, you need to sit down and be quiet and pay attention to the fish in the tank. And they will tell you what you need to do. Because all that stuff you think you need to do will probably just upset them. Just sit down and be quiet and keep an eye on the fish. Watch them. If they're having if they're having a problem, you'll know it. If they're not, you don't need to do anything about it. Don't create problems where they don't exist. Chasing pH is a perfect example. If the fish are happy, it doesn't matter what the pH is. It is what it is. Leave it alone. It's doing just fine. You start messing around with it, trying to fix it, and you're going to wind up with sick fish because you will be taking a perfectly healthy environment and mucking about in it, trying to fix it when it doesn't need to be fixed. So sit down, take all of those menu items off your to do list, and just put one: watch fish. That's all you need to do. What else is going on here?
Actually, Laura's got a question for you. She wants to know where you're setting up your 160-gallon tank.
It's actually right as you walk in from the outside. There's a little, almost a vestibule, and it's right at the far wall, which is about 6 feet into the room. To open the door, and directly in front of you will be that tank on the far wall, about 4 to 5 feet away. So it's kind of right there on top of you. It fits that spot perfectly. So it really would not be my idea of the perfect place to put it, but I'm using the available space. So, it's kind of like that. You do what you can do with what you got. I did a floor plan today with some of my helpers trying to work out how to organize things, and it's coming along. I still have 11 empty tanks. Here is Shelley Klein.
Uh-oh.
Hi, Shelley.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can.
Oh, I
But
didn't
you need to turn the volume off on your YouTube.
Oh, I don't know how to do that.
Just turn.
Oh, don't tell me.
You're on your phone.
It won't work. Can you see the tank? I don't want to bother you.
Yes, I'm looking at the wall. Just tell us, turn the phone sideways. There you go. Tell us about your tank. Well, we lost her.
Yeah, I think so. She's got a
Huh.
beautiful tank, though.
She turned the volume up on the wrong thing. She has um, both StreamYard and YouTube running simultaneously, and she's got the volume now off on both of them. So that's kind of a problem. Pretty tank.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
Very nice. I don't know if she can hear us.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
And I don't think so. Those Tetris are nice. Couple of angels. That looks like a fern.
And lots of beautiful plants.
Yeah, nice healthy tank.
Mm-hmm.
I think she just froze. Whoops.
See back?
She's back.
Welcome back.
Say something, Shelley. Sunfish, have you got your camera working? There he is. Okay, I'm going to bring Sunfish up.
Hi, Father Fish.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Turn your camera sideways. Let's see.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to work.
There you go.
Beautiful
There you
tank.
go. Perfect. Oh,
Okay.
how nice.
So, I just want to show my new growth on my dwarf Sagittaria.
Okay.
Like it's like sending out creepers already.
Nice.
Yeah. And so right now my tank is only running on a preset heater, and I was just wondering of how do I raise the temperature up if I can only access like heaters that are like set to a certain temperature.
What is the temperature?
Right now it's at 78.
That's okay.
That's
You
okay.
don't have anything in there that needs to be warmer.
Mm,
So I wouldn't worry about it. The way to do it obviously is to get an adjustable heater, but I don't really think you need to do that. What you have is a base. It's not going to go below that.
all
And
right.
that's what's most critical. So long as you don't go below 78, everything in there will be fine.
Okay.
Looks really nice.
Okay. Thank you for having me, Father Fish.
You're very welcome.
Bye for now.
Bye for now. Ta-da.
He did an awesome job on that aquascape.
That is nice, isn't it?
Hmm.
Oh. What else is going on here? So what was I talking about? I was talking about something. I lost track of it. I've lost track of several conversations there.
It's okay, I did too, so you're not alone on it.
Tissue cultures. Games are. I have really never focused on tissue cultures. I've had a few, didn't do much with them. I know that there are people who get them who are able to grow them out, and they're fantastic. Um, if it's a plant you're really interested in, it's probably a good way to go, so long as you're willing to do the work of giving it the kind of environment it needs to get growing. You're starting with very tiny little bits of plant and needing them not to disappear or get eaten up or float away or whatever. So you got to be fairly meticulous, at least in the beginning with tissue culture. The best way to do that is to set up a small container with soil in the bottom and plant them in it with a little bit of water on the top, maybe half an inch to an inch of water. And then just leave them alone. Let them give them a little light. You don't want to burn them out. Don't do a lot of light, but give them some light until they can catch. In that dirt, they'll be able to catch and begin growing. And then as they grow, you can transplant. Try not to transplant the whole thing. Try to transplant part of it and use what's left in there as a growth medium. But tissue cultures are worth the effort if you're willing to put in the effort. Kind of sand do I recommend? Anything that doesn't dissolve. So long as it is inert, inactive, like baking soda would make a terrible sand.
Yeah, but you got me on that one.
Crushed oyster shell or any crushed shell is not a good idea because it dissolves. It'll make your water hard. I mean, it's okay to do that in a saltwater tank, but you generally would not want to do that in a freshwater tank. Anything else that's going to leach out any kind of minerals, you don't want to do. But sand is not a leached material. Sand is crushed rock, whether it's granite or silica or quartz, whatever it is, it's crushed rock. And that's precisely what you want. What about cyanobacteria? Well, cyanobacteria. If you have cyanobacteria, it's because you're overfeeding, or otherwise you would not have it. So stop overfeeding. In fact, stop feeding altogether. You can do a partial water change, get a whole lot of plants, put a whole lot of plants in there. You have excess nitrates. The plants will absorb the nitrates and the cyano will disappear. Don't use chemicals to kill it because that also affects other living things in the tank. You don't want to put poison in. You don't need poisons. You defeat cyano with something that is that grows faster and better and stronger, as do nearly all plants. And Scott Felix wants a beer. Works for me. Evan Lane saying brighter light and more iron in the substrate will bring out more of the red in a lot of plants. Yeah, iron is kind of critical. I add a substantial amount of iron in the form of iron oxide and blood meal primarily in my supplement, which goes in the soil that I sell as a kit. Um, you can you can actually put rusty nails in your tank, push them down into the sand. It'll take about a year, but they will provide the oxides will provide chelated iron that the plants will be able to take up as nutrients. So anything with iron in it will work. Uh, Aries tetras are eating plants. Yeah, there are a few tetras that eat plants. You can decide which you prefer, silver dollars or plants. It's kind of that choice. Now, you can do both, but you have to separate them. It is possible to separate them. You can build a tank within a tank with the inner pane virtually invisible that'll keep the fish either in front or in back of the plants, depending on your mentality and what you're trying to create. Or you can do a sump tank with plants growing in it. I'm going to be doing that in my 160. I will also have plants in the 160, but I'm going to do a sump that will have additional material, plant material in the main tank. Mine. Tried not to waste water, which I removed along with cyano. Spreads across the sand. Yeah, it'll do that. Add a lot of plants. You need to get control of it. You get control of it by reducing the nitrate level in the tank. You can do it with water changes, you can do it with plants. You do it by not continuing to create the nitrates with excess food, with more. See, here's the thing. It's not when you feed, overfeed, it's not the uneaten food that's the problem. It's the eaten food that's the problem. That's what increases the waste material in the tank. It's what increases ammonia. It's what increases nitrates. It's what causes a whole burgeoning of nutrients beyond the capacity of the tank to assimilate them. So you deal with that by increasing the capacity of the tank to assimilate, number one, by reducing the volume that is in there by doing water changes, which is a stopgap short term measure. It's not a permanent fix unless you're going to do it all the time. And why in the world would you want to do that when you can fix it? No more food of any kind whatsoever until the cyano disappears. It could take a month, but your fish will not starve. They will find food to eat in there. They'll eat the plants, they'll eat the waste from the cyano. There will be fungus growing as a result of the cyano. That is a nutrient for fish. They love it and they eat it. No more food of any kind so long as you have cyano. So, if you're really upset about cyano, then deal with it. Or don't worry about it. It's going to take care of itself as the tank balances. Work toward balancing the tank. That primarily means more plants, a food web, and less synthetic artificial food. Nobody here. Let's see. Flipman. Flipman. Where's it go? There we go. I added 3 shrimp, 2 albino cories, guppies, and 2 ottos. They all died. I put them 2 days after setting up substrate and sand and plants. What did I do wrong? Impossible to know. You need to join us on the shoal so we can dig into this and figure out what went wrong. It is abnormal for that to happen. So it's going to take some investigation and some figuring out exactly what went wrong, because if you did a substrate with sand and plants, that should not have happened. Now, I would not say it was too many species. You got what, 6, 9 fish? I don't know what size the tank is, but even if it's a 10, that wouldn't be too much. Join us on the show, please, and give us a chance to dig into this with you so we can figure out what is going on and help you deal with it. And thank you for the super chat. How many fish, Angel Halcombe, are okay for a 10-gallon tank? Currently have 3 black skirt, 3 cory, 2 snails, 4 ghost. Is there room for more, and if so, what? You didn't say anything about plants. The more plants you have, the more fish you can have. If you have the tank thick with plants, you could have 50 fish in there, up to 1-inch fish, and they would be fine, would not be a problem at all. It depends entirely on the balance, and the balance is created by the plants. So get the plant pack from Father Fish. That's perfect for a 10-gallon. Put them all in, and then you can add another 5 or so fish every week for the next month or so. Very good, Flipman. You need to have an heir to the resurrection jar. I think it helps. It also helps to cover it. You're right about that. Paper towel works fine too. It allows for air exchange. Ruben is getting Cryptropica and Hygrophila pentaphyta. Very nice. Do you use the chlorinator? Actually, I don't. If I have chlorine, I do at the shop. I spray the water in the tank. Just the act of spraying it through the nozzle of the hose releases all of the chlorine. Now, if you have chloramine, that's a different matter. That's a liquid, it doesn't gas off. You get rid of that by putting 1,000 unit tablet of vitamin C per 5 gallons in your tank. Vitamin C is absolutely harmless. You could dump the whole bottle in and it would not hurt a thing. But 1 tablet per 5 gallons will break down chloramine. And then the plants will take up the ammonia and all will be well. Chlorine will gas off. And the red roots make it unscathed. Laura, I'm trying to remember. Yes, they did. Yes, in fact, I put them in an outdoor tub. Thank you so much. I put them in an outdoor tub, and I got some frog bit from Dina, yesterday, and I put that in with them. So we've got red root floater and frog bit in about a 30-gallon tub outdoors. So we'll see how that goes. We have a guest. Gil Torres is here.
Hey, how you doing, Father Fish?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Let me get you moved over here. Whoops. Oh, look at that.
Love the sticker.
We got a sticker. You bought some plants or something.
I bought some of your dirt,
Oh, nice.
so I've used it on a couple of my tanks already, and
Cool.
I really love that. I stuffed them up with plants and all that.
Oh, wonderful.
Here's my 20 long.
Oh, that's great.
Nice.
Oh, I love it. Huh. Is that Val in front or Sag? Looks like Sag.
Yeah, it is.
Nice. That'll fill in. That'll do well. Little sword. Is that a sword or?
It's a little sword, and then I have some white cloud minnows. I have a betta, and then I have a glow shark. He's hiding somewhere back in there.
That's a nice collection of white clouds.
Yeah, I got 22 of them in there.
Gang of them.
And here's the betta.
Oh, he's pretty. Very nice. Now, do you have driftwood in there?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's why I got those rocks on top of it, so it won't
Okay.
float up. It has to settle in.
That's what the tannins are about then, is that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lovely tank.
Thank you.
It's going to grow in really nicely.
And I used your dirt on it, and I capped it off with 2 inches of sand,
Cool.
and then I have a 29 long. Let's see if I can show you this one here.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to see.
That's
There you go.
Great sword in there. Look at him.
I got that really mother sword in there.
That's nice. Yeah. Looking good. Yeah, your tanks look very nice.
I got some rubby nose, some neon tetras, some harlequins.
Great collection. Yeah.
I got a angelfish, a pistogramma, and a dwarf grammy.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, good looking tank. Good looking.
And then I got a 10-gallon.
With guppies.
I got guppies, Pillstream loach, a bunch of shrimp in there.
Oh, wow. Cool.
And I got a couple of dwarf African frogs.
Perfect. That's a perfect tank for those kinds of fish with that thick plant. They really appreciate that.
And then I have my new tank. I don't know if they're
Oh,
out right
wow.
now. They
Oh,
usually hide.
oh, that is so cool.
They hide in
That
the
is.
leaf litter.
Oh, nice. What kind of news?
I got the Chinese fire belly.
Okay.
I got 2 of them in there, and then I throw crickets in there for them, and
Wonderful.
they do pretty well with that.
Yeah, that's great. That
And
looks,
then I got a little bit of plants in here as well. I used your dirt in there as well.
is that baby tears? What is that on the bottom? Or Cuba?
Yeah, baby tears.
Yeah. Looks nice.
I got about 3 little blue shrimp, and then I have a couple of little nano fish in there.
So the salamanders are not eating the shrimp?
They're not.
Ah, cool.
They're not. They're not. I think they're not in the. They don't go in the water much.
Oh, okay.
I think they're in that phase where they like being on the land a bit more.
Okay, right.
They like hiding under the leaves most of the time.
Cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
and then I have a little 6-gallon cube with some baby angelfish in there,
Okay.
and that one was one of my earlier. Well, that's before I started watching your videos, so that one still has some gravel on the bottom.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna cap that off with 1 inch of sand or
Yeah,
something.
that'll be fine. That'll be perfect.
And then I have a panther crab.
Oh,
wow.
wow.
Yeah, this had some dirt, but I had to change it all up because they like digging
Oh,
tunnels.
yeah, they sure do.
So
What
he started muddying the water a lot. So I had to take everything out and just put sand on the bottom.
He's freshwater, is he?
Freshwater panther crab, yeah.
Wow. He's pretty big, isn't he?
Yeah, he's probably about 6 inches
Wow.
Wow.
spread out.
That's nice. I've never seen one.
He
Very
is really nice, yeah.
Very cool.
He's fast.
Nice. Yeah, that's fun.
And then one of my earliest ones was a 20 high. And this one had gravel, and I put 1 inch of sand on the bottom.
Okay.
And this one's a little bit dark. I don't have a lot of light on it, but I have vampire crabs on the top.
Wow.
That
You
is
got some
awesome.
really cool inverts. That's unusual.
Yeah. And then I got some zebra daniels down in here, some bumblebee gobies.
Nice.
And I put it next to my TV, so my wife spends more time looking at my fish tanks now than the TV.
Right.
Love it.
Right.
And
And we love playing your videos too.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Very nice. Great collection.
Thank you.
Outstanding collection.
All right, Father Fish. Well, I'm from Evergreen Park, Illinois. We're adjacent to the city of Chicago.
Okay. Well, thank
But,
you Bill, very much.
Thank you
Enjoy-
for sharing all that knowledge.
Thank you. You got some great shops out there.
Yeah, we do.
That's where all that cool stuff's coming from.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All
Nice
right.
to meet you, Hill.
Same here. You take care.
Take care. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, they have an amazing fish room.
Yes, it is. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Let's see, Flipman just sent us a super chat and said he spoke to Tony at Phillips Fish Works regarding hydra planarium. He agrees with CPD and dwarf chain loaches. Yeah, that's a good way to control them. Absolutely. Cool. Well, thank you, Flipman. Oh my! What are we doing time-wise? It's 8:45. Do you believe it?
Time flies.
We've been here hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
It's been an hour. It feels like 10 minutes.
Right?
Incredible.
That's what happens when you're having fun.
Is that right? Silver Creek is on board with a no dechlorinator. Tundra Man, can I put sand over substrate? Aquarium gravel, absolutely. Start with 1 inch. You can add a little more. Sarah, about to set up my first tank. Worried about planaria and hydra. Okay, stop worrying about planaria and hydra. If you have fish in your tank that are 1 inch long, they will be delighted to eat every planaria and every hydra they can find. They will not be an issue at all. Boris Mortar is going to have a lovely day now. Les DL, new subscriber, gonna buy a tank tomorrow. All right.
That's awesome.
Nice. Always amazed at the tank shown. Yeah, me too, Mike. This last group was really remarkable. He's got some animals that are frankly difficult to keep and some setups that are difficult to maintain. And they were all totally healthy. Crystal clear water, no problem at all. I will bet you he substantially underfeeds everything. And that's why those tanks are clear. Very nice. 3G is here. Somewhere. Maybe not.
He's loading. I just see the loading symbol, so it's going to take him a sec.
I don't know. We're going to have to give him a chance to get up.
Yep.
He's in the vestibule, but there's nothing there. You know what? I'm gonna kick him. Come on back in, 3G. Try it again. Love to have you. Just come on back. Let's see. Oh. I cannot afford the aquarium soil substrate. Can I use anything else? Absolutely. Use the expensive stuff. Can't afford it for. Yeah, you can buy potting soil, peat moss. Get over on the Discord and look at the formulas. Most of that you can do yourself, and it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't need every single element. You need some of the basics that are already available. You certainly have baking soda and Epsom salts. Can't get cheaper and easier than that. But check out the list and see what you can come up with, and just do the best you can. Here's the thing about this system: 3G. We're not getting your camera. We can add you in, but you're buffering. We're not getting you to come up. In a box store system, gravel, chemicals, plastic plants, and chemicals. Did I say chemicals? The average fish keeper lasts about 2 months. And that includes replacing everything at least once and maybe twice. And then they quit. The quit rate is about 90% for those who try to set up a tank using the big box store system. It is ineffective. This system, the Father Fish natural system, 3G is here now, has a 90% effectiveness rate. And the other 10%, if we can get hold of them by the scruff of their neck and make them do it right, that 10% drops to about 1%. So the success rate is inordinately high with this kind of system. If you do it seriously, you cannot fail. Here's 3G. And we got Alex right behind him. 3G. Hey.
Hey, Father Fish.
Nice. You
I'm
made
sorry,
it.
go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Good. Go.
Okay. Earlier in chat, there was someone asking about capping a under gravel filter.
Yes.
And that's what this tank is. About
Oh,
5 years ago, you told me to pull the stacks and cap it, and I did.
Wonderful.
And it just grows gangbusters.
That's a gorgeous tank.
It's a 29 long, or
Nice
29,
tank.
not a long, just a 29.
29,
And
right.
it's got about
it is long because there's a 29 that's 24 inches wide. Yours is 30. I'm
right.
guessing.
Right. It is 30, and it's got about, I'm gonna say, close to 5 inches or maybe 6 inches of substrate. It looks like
wow.
So it looks like a 20 long, basically.
Yeah. It's gorgeous, stunning tank.
And that's just regular clown puke gravel under there, and I capped it with black diamond sand.
Yep.
And it's been going great.
And he's got a plenum.
Yeah.
Right.
I can go hang out with your friend.
Look at this.
Those angels are beautiful.
I know.
And the discus.
Stunning tank, isn't it? Just stunning.
Okay, well, if you got somebody else, I'll get on out of here.
I do. Alex is here. Thank you. Oh, he just went away. He just dropped off. Maybe he'll come back.
Hopefully so.
3G, thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Love what you do, Father Fish.
Thank you. Take care. Bye for now. Alex, come on back. We lost him.
Oh, hopefully he'll come back.
Let's see. John went back to Florida, Stephen. Here he is. Right
hey, here. Father Fish.
Hi, Alex.
Hey. So I'm a little confused about when you were saying about the vitamin tablet.
Okay.
I've been using, since I've been adding water, topping up my water. I didn't want to use Prime no more, so I was wondering. I saw your video where you just use this I was trying to use my tap water and just fill it up instead of putting Prime.
How much when you do that? How much do you do? Like an inch?
So right here, I say when it goes down, I don't know if you can see. That's 1 inch, 2 inch. So about 3 inch, and then I fill it back up.
Okay, so that's what about.
And this is a 20 long.
You don't need to put anything in. It's not going to be enough to make a difference.
Really?
You're putting in about 10%.
Okay.
So it's really not going to affect anything.
Really?
Plus you got plants in there that are going to break it down. It'll gas off very quickly. You can throw a vitamin C tablet or two in. It will not hurt anything at all.
So 2 gallon, you said how many vitamin C tablet?
Well, do 1 or 2 just for the tank.
Okay.
That'll be more than enough.
So do I do it separately when I add it into in another a gallon? Let's say put the water in, then put the tablet in the tank, or do I do it separately?
How do you put the water in? Do you pour it out of a bucket or?
Yeah, a bucket. I usually put the liquid Prime in there and then fill it up.
Put the tablet in the bucket.
Okay. So if I change it out like that and not do Prime no more, you don't think that's gonna affect the?
No, it won't hurt a thing.
Even when I have baby guppies in here and baby shrimp.
It'll actually help because Prime contains salt, so you're increasing your sodium and KH.
That's awesome. Okay, and so my substrate, the soil, I just started seeing a video about I did this tank before I even figured you out, but I did put some soil, like only an inch, not maybe an inch and a half, with no soil is like not even an inch mixed with aqua soil, and then I put sand on top.
Oh, that's perfect.
Okay, so what do you call it? The mune, where all the fish digest. So
Yes.
should I add more sand in it? Because I
Yeah,
don't want to.
that would be a good idea. Or start building a food web. Start getting some leaves from a resurrection jar in there.
Okay, I didn't do that, but I put leaf from outside and put it in here, and
That's
then
fine. You can do that too. That's fine.
okay. So, okay, so you think this has been a year, so you think I can just go ahead and just stop the filter right here? Because I don't want to use the filter no more. You think I'd be okay?
Buy
Since
a sponge filter.
I got one back here too.
Okay, well that's all you need then.
Really?
Yeah. You can turn the other one off.
Okay, that's okay. So I guess that's about it. Because I was worried. Yeah. Sorry, it's a
The
bit a
tank looks
mess.
wonderful.
Thank you.
Very healthy. Yeah, it looks great.
It's a bit of mess because I started off with was it I did I bought some Amazon seed,
Oh
and
yeah.
then, yeah, so that's what this plant is right here.
Oh
It's from the
cool.
back, and it's growing so long, but
Nice. No,
yeah.
it looks great. It's a nice looking tank. I really like it.
So okay, so far I got some red root over here, and it haven't got me no algae, and I was worried about that because I wanted I was I know the fish like algae and the shrimp like algae, but I can't now. Think I have too much red root where
Right.
it doesn't produce algae no more. Is that okay?
Yep.
Okay, all right, yeah. So you think this is enough sand? So should I add? You said no, don't add no more sand.
Yeah, I would add some more. You could add some more. Well, it won't
So
hurt a thing to do it.
so if I add more sand and then what is it, the mule? So if it's like this, just keep it like that. You said just keep it like that and not don't worry about it. It'll be
Yeah,
okay.
right.
Okay.
Get some more leaves in it. Just keep putting the leaves in. As they break down, add more because that's food.
If they break down, add more leaf.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, the leaf. If the leaf break down, then add more.
Yes.
I see. Okay. All right. Okay.
I
Well,
think
yep.
you're doing wonderfully well. It looks
Thank you.
really good.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the red root. So how long do you usually leave the light on if you're going to do it like that?
Long as you want. I mean,
Really?
you you got it blocked. That's pretty cool. Very cool. I like your tank.
Thank you, sir.
12 hours probably. 12 and
Okay.
12. Yeah.
All right. And then I got this one fish here. I don't know the guppy. But I got this a while back. I just noticed it today where his back. Hold on, where is he at? It's
Yeah,
not.
I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a female guppy. So should I get rid of that, or because
Well, it's not going to affect anything else.
well,
It'll
what if the male?
gradually it'll get worse and then she'll die. But that could take months.
Oh, really?
So
So the male wouldn't try to like mate with it and then
you
produce,
might, and she might have babies.
but then the baby wouldn't it be like
No,
deflected?
they'll just carry the genetic characteristic. That's all. It
Oh,
won't it won't occur until the fish gets old. It's a sign of old age.
I see. And one more thing, you say just keep the tank natural, but how about if I have shrimps in here and they said they need calcium. So the water, you think that's enough calcium for them to what do you call it? For them to shed their shell? Or
You
is
can
this
what you can do is crush eggshell and
crushed?
put crushed eggshell
Uh-huh.
there. That'll keep the KH up. I mean the KH, and it'll also hold the pH stable, and it'll provide calcium for the shrimp.
Oh, okay.
Fresh
Okay.
tank shell. Yep.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very
Thank you for
nice.
the tip.
Thank you, Alex.
You're welcome.
Bye for now.
Bye.
All
That was
right.
awesome
Very nice.
setups.
Let's see. Flipman spoke of a pet zone store in San Diego about you coming. We'll speak to owner. One of the co-workers has a father fish setup in the store. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you, Flipman. That's fun. Let's see. And thank you for the super chat. I was just scrolling through quickly to see. I don't want to miss. I think we're there. Have you been checking out all the comments?
Been trying to keep up with them.
Anything I need to respond to?
Actually, the main one that you needed to respond to is the one you just got. So
Oh, good. Okay. Well, we
let's
are
double check.
after 9 o'clock. We have done
Really?
our hour and 45 minutes. Would you believe?
That went by. That was fast.
Didn't it? Didn't it indeed? Thank you, Dina, very much.
Thank
Love
you for the
all. Thanks for joining us. Where are we at? We're at 153 people.
Wow.
Currently here. Let's see. Well, somebody just came up. Who's this? Aaron. 153 people.
Wow.
Currently here. Aaron. Let's see. Well, somebody just came up.
Hey.
Who's Turn your TV.
Hey guys.
Hi, how are you? Turn the TV volume off. Very good.
I can't hear you. That's
I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
Oh,
he's
I
gone.
think we lost him.
I think we lost him. All right, he may be back. I guess we'll have to wait a minute. Mercy. He's back. Let's try that. Can you hear me? Hello?
Can you hear us?
I don't think he can hear me.
not on my device, no.
Oh, okay.
That's a bummer.
Well, get it together and come on back next week.
I have you playing on YouTube and I can hear you from there.
As long as I can't hear
All right.
it.
Thank you all so much. Good to see you.
Love you.
Good to see you too.
All right. Bye for now. All right. Okay. Thank you, guys. Wonderful to be here. Nice to have you. Check out our new comedy routine video.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
The Screaming Mud Puppies. The Screaming Mud Puppies. That's going to be our meme. Our meme will be the Screaming Mud Puppies.
That'd be awesome.
That blew me away when I saw that. That was
Right.
so funny. All right. Love you guys.
Love y'all. Bye.
For now.